afternoon, everyone. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is going to be a reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising positions for the upcoming full moon in Capricorn, which is happening on June the 24th of this year, so just in a couple of days. And this, astrologically speaking, is a very, very, very transformative time, okay? Not just the full moon, but all the astrological aspects happening right now are really suggesting a time of control versus truth. So it's almost like a time where your belief systems are going to start unraveling and you're going to start to realize the truth behind a lot of the controls in our lives, okay? And it's going to be a highly emotional time, very intense emotions. And the guidance for everyone is just to sort of have an expanded perspective and to set intentions for the future that are visionary, right? We don't want to think small right now. We want to think big, expansive, not narrow, not like it has to be this. It has to be this little thing that I want or I'm not going to be happy. Be expansive. You know, it's really time to set your intentions, accept that certain things need to be closed out, and then understand the truth that's being revealed to you, even if it's not the way that you're used to seeing things. Like your belief systems will be questioned, and you will start to sort of see some truth behind how much control is in your belief system. Societal, external control, right? Okay, so let's start here, Leo. Okay, the first thing coming up for you, my Leo friends, is this idea of being authentic. Okay, there is a part of you that feels like just running away. There's a part of you that's like, you know what? If I'm authentic with the people around me, they're going to make fun of me. Or, you know, if I really tell them what I think is the truth, they're not going to accept it. And that will lead me in a place where maybe I feel attacked. Maybe I feel like I made the wrong choice. There is an idea here where you're tempted to just flee in the middle of the night in order to be authentic. Instead of facing the people around you that may scrutinize or demand that you be diplomatic and tactful rather than yourself. So you are in the midst of just trying to be yourself, Leo. You're just trying to be yourself by any means necessary. I keep hearing that in my head, is by any means necessary. Even if it means leaving those other 2 swords behind, you're just going to go be you with those 5 swords. Even if you can't carry all 7, you don't care. At this point, you want to be you, but you don't want to fight to be you. You don't want to stick around and fight with the people at this camp. You'd rather just take your swords of truth and get out of there before everyone wakes up and says, hey, where did they go? You don't want to have that conversation. And it's because you're on the process of being challenged by your true self. You are on the process right now, Leo, of understanding the truth behind your efforts, talents, and skills and your enthusiasm. You're starting to understand who you are. It's a card of 8. 8 is always about understanding the truth. Like really coming into a deep knowing about the truth and then taking action. And that's challenging you. I think it's like you've discovered all of these things about yourself and you just don't know how to put them into action yet. So you're thinking, well, I'll just run away. That'll be easier because I don't know how to put my stuff into action. I don't know how to put my new thoughts into action. I don't know how to be authentic in this world that I live in. So I'd rather just run away where I don't have to explain it. Now, the truth behind this desire of yours to either flee or stand in your ground and be authentic is that you are transforming, but it's challenging you. You're undergoing a transformation on a very real level where you're starting to look at self-sacrifice. Perhaps you have given away too much of that cup to others that are not appreciating it or not grateful for it. And it's like that is calling into question a lot for you right now, where you're starting to wonder, like, have my efforts been in vain? Have I been loving and generous to people that don't deserve it? Have I been loving and generous to people that take me for granted? Well, then I'm just going to take my love and my generosity and get out of here. It's like you're starting to understand that about some relationships in your life, or maybe some aspects of who you are, in the sense that you give away too much of yourself on a normal basis. Like, that's just part of who you've become. Yeah, and you're not taking care of yourself, Leo. You're not taking care of yourself. We need to increase the self-care. You're being too hard on yourself. You're not listening to your intuition, and you're struggling. You're struggling. When I see the Empress in reverse, my heart goes like this a little bit, because it really means that you have stifled the creativity. And seeing this in this position, this is the action, right? The action we're being directed to take here is you need to embody that Empress and take a minute here. I am almost feeling like you need a minute to rest and absorb this. You need a moment here, Leo. You need a moment to absorb some of the stuff you're going through and take care of yourself, because you're not right now. You're not giving yourself enough of this cup, Leo. You need to give yourself more of this cup. You deserve it. You need to extend to yourself the same love and kindness and generosity that you would extend to others, because you've started to see that is your gift. That is the gift you have been given, is that you're like an earth angel. You're very kind and very generous, but to your own detriment. You have to start taking care of yourself here, Leo. Yeah, we see the Three of Cups in reverse as the final guidance, which suggests that there are relationships in your life that are not as they appear. Okay? And you could have had an intuition about this already, that what is up with these relationships in my life? And it's like you need to re-examine who your confidants are. Who are the people in your life that accept you the way you are authentically and love you and don't use you? Right? Who's not using you? Who's just loving you? And I think you'd be surprised when you look around the table, you'll see that there are certain players at this table that may have motives that aren't authentic. Okay? And they may have motives that they just want some of this cup. They don't really care about my Leo. They just want some of my Leo's amazing cup, which is full of love and generosity. And they might not actually love my Leo here. So Leo, you could start, you are starting to feel this, and it's starting to impact how you take care of yourself, which concerns me. So, and also there's this desire to flee. I mean, I also see this as the desire to just be authentic by any means necessary, but it's a concern here, Leo. I want you to take some more care of yourself. TikTok is really a card that talks about the fact that something it's happening already, and it's sort of like time may be moving in a way that's unfamiliar to you. Leo, you may be experiencing that time is being blown apart. It's like nothing is as it was, right? I really think that this cycle upcoming for you is going to really bring into focus your relationships and the idea about authenticity in these relationships. Yeah, because you're pooped. I don't think you could take another cycle that is this exhausting. You feel really tired. You're not taking care of yourself right now, Leo, if this is resonating, because it's almost like you feel like you have to make a decision about something. And that decision is very emotionally taxing. And it's causing you to not be able to see past your emotions. Your emotions are ruling you right now, when really what's going to be more helpful for you is to take some time in solitude and to stop thinking that your worst case scenario is true. You really feel like it's the worst case scenario, and it's got you up all night worrying about it. No, you need to take a choice here to set yourself free so that you can take better care of yourself. This Empress in reverse means you are not taking care of you, and you need to make a choice about who's going to be the priority, you or these people that are taking from your cup. You know, we need to have a different approach with these people. We need to be more able to set boundaries. Boundaries. Leo, you need some boundaries. You need some boundaries in order to be this authentic self that wants to come through. And the boundaries are going to be tricky for you because you're just so full of love. You are so full of love and you just want to give it away. But as you give it away, you need to give it to yourself too. Yeah, this desire to flee with the Seven of Swords is really a time where you just want to celebrate. You just want to be happy, my dear Leo. You just want to be in celebration, inner celebration. You want to feel peace. Look, it's a 4. It's another 4. So many of the readings have been getting 4s. This is an inner celebration where you understand the lessons of everything up until now, and then you feel happy. I think that's all you really want, Leo. You just want to feel happy. You just want to be happy, my dear friend. But it's a challenge. It's a challenge right now for you to feel really inner happiness. Yeah. But, you know, it could really come through this full moon if we close out some cycles, accept the truth about some of these relationships in our life, and understand that time is always moving forward. You're gonna get through this, Leo. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. Thank you so much for joining me, watching and subscribing, and we'll see you for the next reading. Okay, lots of love and light for this full moon.